Hey guys, welcome back to my colourful country life. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit fun. I have been tagged by the lovely Wendy from Jazzy Doodle Designs in her colouring goals tag for 2024. So Wendy is the creator of the tag, and I will link both her channel and her colouring goals video in the description down below. Also, I am a little bit late to completing my tag due to having had the kids home for summer holidays. It is a little bit harder for me to chat when they're home. So I won't be tagging anyone specifically, but if anyone would like to play along, the questions will be down in the description box, and I'd love to see everybody else's answers. So you are more than welcome to put me down as tagging you if you like, and don't forget to also tag Wendy as the creator as well. So we have 10 questions, which I have got written beside me over here, and I thought I'd just continue with this whip from Secret Garden while I chatted. I'm not so great at colouring and talking at the same time, so probably won't get too much done. But I have the colours already planned out. This is why I picked this page, so it'll make my life a lot easier. Now the numbers I have listed down below over here if anyone is interested. So for the leaf, it'll be 38, 35, 302. And for the flower, 29, 23, and 25. So I'm just using the Design Journey pencils to match this page as well. So the colours are all matching. And I've got the pencils all pulled out here and sharpened, ready to go. So I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit and we'll dive into the first question. Okay, so the first question is, do you have any strict colouring goals for 2024 or more loosey goosey? So definitely the latter. I don't put strict goals on myself, because if I do, I will get hyper focused and not stop until I've completed the goal. So I definitely prefer a more generalized loosey-goosey approach, so I'm still having fun and there's no pressure. Like with the full book colour alongs that we're doing on the channels, I will complete them without a doubt, but there's no time frame on that completion. It'll happen when it happens. So with Mythic World, for example, it's been 2 years. 2 years next month, actually. And if I coloured nothing but that book for the next month, it'd be completed, it'd be finished. But I enjoy mixing it up a bit and colouring from other books and artists too. So it will take a little bit longer, but it will definitely get completed eventually this year. So for this year, I've actually put a little spreadsheet together, a table actually, as I did it in Word. I'll try to remember to pop up a pic or a video up here when I'm editing. So what I've done, actually I still have another shelf to add on, but I am nearly done. So I have listed every colouring book I own, and I have counted how many colouring pages are in each book. So I've done a physical count myself and not just used like the Amazon listing as a count, because I count a double page as 2 pages, and I also count the little images on, say, cover pages or publishing info pages, etc. as pages as well. So I've added up how many pages I've coloured so far versus how many pages are in the book still yet to be completed. So I can get a completion rate from that, and I've just started adding in a percentage formula as well, just to keep track of where I am at with all my books. Now the reason that I've done this was so basically to keep track of what's happening with my books, but also if I'm stuck on what to colour, I can see which books are untouched or maybe only have 1 page completed, so I can try to fill them up more, or I can see which ones are close to completion and maybe I'd prefer to work more in them instead. Now it did take a little bit of time to set up, but now at the end of each month when I'm doing my monthly wrap up, I can just add in the completed pages for the month to keep it up to date. So it's not hard to keep up to date. And I know I could have written this in my journal or on a post-it note and stuck it in the books, but this way I can sort by artist or by completed pages. I've also added a column for last updated. So at the end of the year, I can look back and see which books I haven't touched all year, and which books I'm working quite often. So everything is there for me at a glance. So that is just me being a little bit OCD with my organisation. But this year I do want to focus on filling my books up more after I filmed my book collection, my completed pages videos at the end of last year, I noticed I had too many books with only one page completed. I'd also like to have no untouched books in my collection. And I think that's doable. I don't have too many. I do have a few older books, mostly, that are still untouched. Back from the time when I was working on Worlds Within Worlds, as I was solely focused on completing that book, and everything else sort of went to the wayside. So I'd like to catch up on some of them and put some colour to the pages. So they are my loosey goosey goals for 2024. So next question. How many pages do you want to colour this year? There's no limit. I average around, I'd say 7 to 10 pages per month. If I do more, if I do less, I'm not really fussed. I just enjoy seeing my books filling up with colour. So, question number 3. What colouring medium would you like to learn or improve this year? Okay, so I'm really enjoying working with watercolours, and I'd love to use them more for creating kind of scenic backgrounds. So, for example, like adding in forests rather than just doing a colourful background, if that makes sense. I also have a set of gouache here that is gathering dust, and I've only used it a couple of times, so I'd like to put that to more use as well. 1 second, let me just grab, what pencil number am I looking for? 29. Yep. So question number 4. What technique would you most like to improve? This kind of goes hand in hand with my last answer, I think. So creating scenic backgrounds for my colouring pages, being able to add in trees or houses, flowers, mountains, all that sort of stuff with my watercolours, and have it look somewhat realistic. I think that would be fun. I really do enjoy putting in backgrounds, and I don't like big open negative space as well. And I can't draw, but I think I might be able to paint okay, and I'll try anything once. So at the moment I do tend to trace items into my background, but I think painting will be really fun and something that'll be really cool to learn as well. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these flowers done, I think. What question are we up to? Question number 5. What spending, collecting goals do you have? I actually don't spend much. Mostly I just purchase refills to replenish my supplies, which I'm going to continue doing, of course. It is always nice to find a fun new supply, but I do have everything I need, to be able to colour a page. I can't seem to resist sparkly fun supplies, though. I do love a bit of shimmer and shine on my pages. Having said that, I would like to grow my alcohol marker collection, I think, as I don't have a complete set in any brand. So I am supplementing with other things at the moment, which does help to use up supplies. But I do like to use just one set on a page, same as I do with my pencils. Also thinking of purchasing the 72 set of these Design Journey pencils because I'm really enjoying colouring with them, and I do like to have a nice big set. So now I don't buy books often either as well, hence why I don't do any hauls. I just don't buy stuff. Although I have to say I am fortunate enough to have some books and supplies sent to me, which I'm very grateful for. There are, of course, artists whose books I will always add to my collection if they have a new release, like Kirby, Johanna, Hannah, Rita, Mel Pomeni even. I am pretty fussy with my books though, and I do have more that I could possibly ever complete in this lifetime. And like I said, I'm really enjoying just seeing the ones that I do have fill up with colour. I love to see a completed book, and they do take forever to complete. But just seeing lots of pages coloured in them just makes me happy. So Next pencil and next question. What book do you most look forward to working in this year? Okay, so I am very excited for the reprint of Saga och Sagna from Emily Lederhall Oberg. Thanks to the amazing Colour with Claire for getting the petition out there and making that happen. So it will have a new title, which is Fairy Tales and Folklore colouring book, and it's going to have 8 new pages in it as well. So she has said the release is going to most likely be in the second half of the year. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out for that one. I'm not missing out on it this time round. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm not quite sure what else is coming out this year. I know Joanna's got a new book coming out, which I'll definitely be purchasing as well. Kirby's on a break. Mel Penny is on a break. So I'm not quite sure what else is going to come out this year. I think, who was it? Was it Clara that had another book coming out? No. Yeah, I can't remember now. Someone else had another book coming out, but I remember thinking to myself that I wasn't going to purchase it. It could possibly be a Clara book because I've hardly touched the books that I've got, so I did tell myself that if she did bring out a new one, I wouldn't be purchasing that. Yeah, so I think that's all I can think of, I think. So question number 7, what creator goals do you have? For example, do a live, number of videos, body colors, etc. I would love to go live, and I have been thinking about this for a long time. So last year I did actually purchase a good microphone in preparation to do some lives, and it just hasn't happened. And I think actually at the time that I would be available to do lives, which would be probably around 10 a.m. my time, I think most of you guys would probably be sleeping. So I don't know if it would even be worth it, if anyone would even be here for a live. Also, I film on my phone as well, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So maybe I might have to try going live on Instagram first, because that seems fairly simple, and see if anybody is actually awake before I try going live on YouTube too. So what's the next question? Number 8. Oh, we're flying through these questions. And I've actually coloured something. It's a miracle. Question number 8. What new to you artists will you be adding this year? What new to me artist? Does Jamie Courtier count? He's new to me. Until last November, I hadn't heard of Jamie or his fantastic book, Wildegorn. And I'm really looking forward to completing more pages in his book. So I've done one colour along in that book, but I do want to get more completed. I would love to see that entire book completed. It'll take a while. It's probably going to take as long as a Kirby book, I think, for me to complete. But yeah, that's one book I'm really excited to colour more in. I just love that I can throw any medium at it and it just works. And the paper is just sublime in that book. I really wish he'd come out with another. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say I wish he'd come out with another book, but I kind of need to get this one coloured more before another book comes out, don't I? Okay, so next, question 9. Do you have a book you would like to complete this year? Okay, this is a really easy one to answer. Mythic World and Rooms of Wonder, our 2 full book colour alongs for the channel. Mythic World is so close to completion, as I mentioned earlier. Rooms of Wonder, I should get close by the end of the year. I probably won't be getting it completed maybe until next year. But these are the 2 I'm working on to complete, so we are colouring in them every month. Another book I would like to complete eventually is Rita Berman's Africa book. It was my favourite new release from last year, but I'm probably not going to be committing to any more full book colour alongs for a while, at least until the current ones are completed. But Mythic World definitely within the next few months will be complete, and then I can probably focus more on Rooms of Wonder as well, so that'll probably be a little bit quicker to complete than what I think. Yeah, so they're my goals for this year. And yeah, I don't know about any other full book colour alongs after that. I think I'll just spread my time between the colouring books that I have. Not quite sure. I'll probably change my mind and come up with something by that time. So, is this question 10 already? Yeah, question 10, our last question. What is the best benefit of colouring to you? Okay, so colouring for me started as a management tool for anxiety. I think I've mentioned that before. It's like yoga for the mind. For me, I find it very much a form of meditation and a great way to shut off my ever-wandering mind. But on top of that, it's the building of a community, making friendships, the sharing of a hobby with like-minded souls as well. The adult colouring community is, for the most part, a very safe, friendly and welcoming community, and I love being a part of it. So they're probably my best benefits: the friendships we make, the community we build, and also it's good for your mental health. So that is our 10 questions. We flew through them. So I think I'm going to go and keep colouring this whip to get it completed. But thank you for listening to me chat today. I hope you enjoyed this quick little fun video. And go check out Wendy's colouring goals video that I'll link down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.